Family, what's up? Jay Moody here. We're going to give it a moment to let some people log in. It is the 7 o'clock hour. We did let you know that we were going live tonight. Um, we are excited about some of the things that we're going to share here with the Silk City Connection. Just a few members of the group that is sponsoring Gospel at Hinchliffe. It is officially Hinchliffe, but if you're from Patterson, you've always pronounced it Hinchcliffe. So that's how I know if you're really from Patterson. If you say Hinchcliffe, you're really from Patterson. If you say Hinchliffe, then I may question if you're really from Patterson. But do me a favor for those that are logging in. Let's go ahead and let's share this. Let's go ahead and let's tag 3 people tonight. Um, Let them know that we are live. We got some special news that we're going to be sharing tonight about the Gospel Festival, Gospel at Hinchliffe, that is happening the first Sunday in August. We are elated to have the sponsors with us tonight, and we look forward to them sharing with us. For those that will be logging on, watching the replay, do me a favor. I want you to do the same thing. Although you're watching the replay, I want you to tag and share this live. I want you to tag and I want you to share this live. So we're excited tonight to have a few members of the Silk City Connection. We are happy tonight to have a few members of the Silk City Connection. So Marcel Crawford, I see you. I see you, Marcel. Do me a favor, Marcel. You always show love. Let's go ahead and let's tag about 5 people for me. Just tag your whole Jersey City crew for me. Let them know that we are live. This concert is not just for the city of Patterson. This concert is for Passaic. This concert is for Jersey City. It's for Newark. It's for Morristown. It's for, you know what? It's for all 21 counties in New Jersey. That's who it's for. That's who we want to be there. But yeah, we're excited. We're extremely excited, and I know this is going to be a special day. So let's go ahead. We can get into it. Because again, we always have replay, and we're going to be sharing this a few times over the next month, so that you'll be able to get your tickets. You'll know how to secure your seat for that day. All right. So Silk City Connection, I want them to introduce themselves, their names, and then we'll get into their entertainment company or their production company, and then we'll talk a little bit about the concert. We'll talk a little bit about some of the artists that are on the concert, and then most of all, one of the things that I really want you guys to hear is their mission, what they desire to do for our city. All right. So, man, we can start with either one of you. Introduce yourselves. Say what's up to the audience. We are excited tonight to have you.
Go ahead, BK.
Oh, BK, you on mute. Leon, you see BK hookup, right? See the
Yeah,
mic? He got that hookup.
he's in his studio.
My studio. This is BK Kirkland, and I'm, what am I, Leon? CEO of Silk City Connections,
There you go.
and I'm the president of Silk City Connections,
All right, I'm Leon
Moses.
Yeah, I'm president of Silk City Connection and elated to be on Brother Moody's show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Likewise.
Man, just really excited. And we're happy to have you. Just really excited to talk about this a little more. I am a gospel music advocate on all levels and all subcategories of gospel music, whether it's traditional gospel, contemporary gospel, quartet, hip hop gospel, you name it, anything that promotes the message of Jesus Christ. I'm a pusher. They have this campaign called Hope Dealer. Jesus is hope of my salvation. So we push hope. But man, we're excited, and I want to talk a little bit about Gospel at Hinchliffe coming up on the first Sunday in August. If you can just tell us a little bit about the genesis, the idea, where it all began, and how you came about wanting to do this?
All right, so let me start out. Um, I'm from Patterson, born and raised, and I spent, gosh, most of my adolescence as well as my professional life in Patterson. I did a stint of teaching at Patterson Eastside High School. I went to school there, went to William Patterson University, came back to teach at Eastside and whatnot, and I've got some great former students. And the people I am actively involved with for eons happen to be folks like Rory Sparrow and Leon Moses, who I can attest to in the highest character. But anyway, since I began my radio career, every time that I come back home, people ask me, why don't you do a show in Patterson? Now, I've been around the world and I've done shows at the Apollo, the Beacon Theater in the New York area, and a number of other places and whatnot. But I always wondered if we would ever get an opportunity. Now, the mayor actually gave me a Lifetime Achievement Award along with Leon Moses. And then we've got Rory Sparrow coming on as well, former New York Knick. He just got a street named after him. And, you know, I floated the idea back and forth with Leon first. And then Leon brought in the suggestion about bringing in Rory Sparrow. We ran into him one day, right? And so what we did from there, we said, well, let's form a group and whatnot. Since we're all from Patterson, we acknowledged Silk City. That was the original nickname of Patterson, the silk capital of the world.
Yeah,
So we called ourselves Silk City Connections. And then things started to really flow because we got some support from the mayor and some other politicians and community groups, as well as pastoral involvement at this as well. So we're going to do a show at the newly renovated Hinchliffe Stadium in Patterson on August the 4th. And it's a world-class facility. It's been redone and it's fabulous. It fits about 7,000 people. We'd like to put about that many people in the theater on that particular day. And I'm just going to wrap it up this way. The main theme for us and objective happened to be because we grew up in Patterson in the 60s and 70s and whatnot. We had a well rounded education that included arts and music, things you don't see in school or classrooms anymore. So our research showed us that music lessons had a positive impact on kids. And we want to help get music lessons back in the schools because the dropout rates are very high. 1 in 4 females will become pregnant by the time or the time span of 16 to 20 years old. And the prison to school to prison pipeline, it's real. So we'd like to battle some of that and pay back the community for, some of the wonderful things the village of Patterson actually did for us.
and that's amazing. Thank you for acknowledging the reality of the school to prison pipeline. Some people are still not aware. They do not, how would you say it? Because they're not aware, then they do not acknowledge it.
Yep.
And they continue with life just thinking, oh, the kids are bad. Oh, you know, yeah, we may need some better parenting, but all of those kids aren't bad. And because they don't have certain opportunities, they other things seem to take their attention, right? And that's what they find themselves doing. So this is really exciting. This is really exciting. We also have I see Matthew Arnett joined us tonight.
Hmm?
Thanks for joining us,
Yep.
brother.
Yep.
Thanks for joining
No
us.
problem, my
Appreciate you.
brother.
Thank you for making the connection and
Yes,
and
sir.
and connecting the relationship. So we're talking all things gospel at Hinchliffe on August the 4th. On August the 4th. Leon, as you were going back and forth with BK, what was your thought? What was your energy when coming up with this idea?
Well, one of my hi Matt. One of my
Yes, sir.
engagements was that I come from a musical family. There was 17 children. I'm the baby, and
Wow.
yes, And my father had the very last concert at Hinchliffe. I'll say Hinch. I know the name is Hinchliffe, but I want you
You
to
from
know I'm
Patterson?
from Patterson. My father had the last concert here at the stadium in 1965.
Wow.
He comes from the gospel background of School Six, the older people know. And the connection with BK, he kept telling me we should have a concert. Then I reached out. This is why we're so good, City Connection. I reached out to Rory, and Rory got on board. But I also reached out to Matthew Arnett because
Yeah.
Matt is the secret weapon, as far as I'm concerned. And then we reached out to Gail Burton.
Yeah.
So we kept with that concept of connection. And our connection was to the city. We
Yeah.
have a large variety of music. I mean, BK's been there for years on top of the charts and in the radio. So when I did that, I said, why don't we just go ahead and do something here? And then we put God first.
Yeah.
And to get the message to the children, we came up with an idea to help them, most of the time, help them with music instruments, help
Yeah.
them with uniforms. That's one of the reasons we have the Patterson Music Project. We
Hmm.
wanted Patterson on here. Patterson Music Project. We went um, to here, and Matthew always get me with this. Um, Mietta Stansel, and
Yes.
Anointed Friends. So we
Yeah.
figure, and I'm sorry, and Marla Cozart and Michael Butler, which is,
Yeah.
I mean, people may not know, his father taught so many children in Patterson, not children, adults. And,
Yeah.
and that's where we went with that. So we, concentrated on that. And again, keeping God first, we
Yeah.
to form that connection. And that's what we want, not just instruments. We have people that teach music. We have people that have studios. And,
Yeah.
I always say to people, don't want to be famous, want to be successful.
Mm.
Famous, I was famous is overrated, you know.
Yeah.
And so it
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, you can be broken famous.
Right, exactly.
100%.
And so at that,
You
I
can
was
be broken
president.
famous.
I was president, but Matthew is. I'm glad Matthew here because he liked to speak, but he don't like to speak anyway. So I'm going to turn it over to him for his expert. But the one good thing we said when we was doing the connection, we got blessed.
Yeah.
Anthony Brown is a blessing that this city will know about when he gets here. He's on tour. He agreed to come to us, and he's so excited about coming to Patterson until we talk to him. I mean, people don't understand. If you never heard, a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't know who Anthony Brown is." I say, you thought I was worth saving? Come on.
Yeah. It just went platinum too. It
Yeah.
just CIAA certified
Yeah,
platinum
just
this past week, man. So shout
correct.
out to Anthony Brown. Shout out to my boy Justin Savage and just the whole crew that was a part of just putting
Yes.
that whole project together, man. Worth is definitely a really good song, and Anthony Brown is probably one of the most complete artists. And when I say complete, that means he can sing, he can write, he can produce, he can vocal direct. He's absolutely amazing. So I'm listen, Leon, I'm right with you. I'm vouching with you that once our city experiences Anthony Brown, and they probably been singing his songs and just did not
And
know that it was
Didn't know it.
Anthony Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Matt,
Correct.
man, how you feeling tonight, bro?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good. It's good to have you
Uh,
on tonight. He called you the secret sauce to the collective, man.
that's because everybody knows I'm the low key, as you know. I like to stay behind the scenes, but Leon came to me with this project and said he really wanted me to be a part of it. As you
Yeah,
know, I've been dealing with a couple of different organizations, as with yourself. You help and show me the way of different ways that I can do shows. Jay Williams showing me different ways. Jerry Wimberly showing me different ways. So different groups that I've been with, and also McDonald's Gospel Fest, been showing me different ways that I can do different things. Um, so he came to me. I was like, "Yo, this is a great idea. As long as we can go ahead and put this together and make it happen, let's try to go for it." So we
Yeah.
kind of connected with a couple of different people, a couple of different connections to help us make it happen. Number one, without those connections, this wouldn't be where it is today.
Yeah.
So once he came to me, I just decided, this is one thing that Patterson can use, and Patterson needs, especially just for the mission of being
Yeah.
able to give back to the kids, and also that anti-violence part of it, just so the community could come out and have a good time without, trying to wonder, okay, what's going on here, what's going on there, just to have a good old time on this particular event.
I mean, that's amazing, man. Shout out to my nephew Nick Gaskins, one of the
Oh yeah,
dopest drummers in this region, right? Not just the city, this region.
yes, sir.
Nick is really killing it out
Yep.
there right now, man. So thanks for logging in, y'all. So on August 4th, we're talking about Gospel at Hinchliffe Anti-Violence Concert, God's Got Me, featuring Anthony
Yes, sir.
Brown and Group Therapy, featuring Anointed Friends, Mieta Stancil Farrar and Tehila, Patterson Music Project, Marlo Cozart, Mike Butler and company. We are in for a treat. And we want to see our entire city, area, and
Yes, sir.
region come out for this event. You can go to silkcityconnections.com. Silkcityconnections.com to purchase your tickets. It's $45 a person. Let's go ahead and make this a family fest, city fest, gospel fest, unity fest, anti-violence fest, any fest that you can think of.
Mhm.
Let's make it and
Yeah.
let's pack this stadium out. Again, tonight I'm on
I
with
just want to give you one I just want to give you one more heads up, Jay. We're actually on Eventbrite now too. So we officially on Eventbrite. So you can even go to Eventbrite to go ahead and get your tickets from there. If you don't want to, or you get confused with Silk City Connection, just go to Eventbrite, put in Silk City Connections, and then you'll be able to grab the tickets on there also.
man, that's amazing. Definitely giving people options to do this. What I'm gonna also do is the uh, I am pinning the URL to our conversation tonight. So anybody who's watching, you see Silk City Connections pinned to this live tonight. So you'll be able to click on Silk City Connections and go right there and purchase your ticket. Um, but just a couple of more
Mhm.
questions to all of you tonight. When you are planning for this, what are some of the things that you were thinking about, and how do you want this night to go? How do you see the night? Like, bring us into the vision, kind of vision cast this for us.
Let me jump in there. Um, the vision was Patterson gets such a bad rap, and a lot of negative, publicity. I could say this: Whoopi Goldberg came here and did the opening for the stadium, and that was what her reaction was. We get such a bad rap because all on the news you only hear about the bad things in Patterson. We got together to say, no, there's good things in Patterson. There's good musicians. There's good preachers. There's good churches. There are good people in Patterson, New Jersey. But
Yeah,
that connection, again, I play on the word connection because we want it, you have the left side and you have the right side. We want to get in the middle and bring both sides together.
yeah, yeah. That's
Well,
good.
we've got a worthy cause and we've got a worthy headliner and multiple local acts. And that's always been our focus and objective. We always wanted
Yeah,
to do something Patterson based.
yeah,
And that was the easy part for us. The more difficult Rain was pulling in somebody like a headliner of Anthony Brown's capacity and whatnot. But Matt did a great job there and
Yes,
pulled that
did.
off for us.
Yes.
But we've got a three-tiered approach going on here. We want the attendees and we want them to know that we're trying to impact them on several levels, but we're mainly focusing on the kids. We
Yeah.
want them to be involved in school and motivated to go to school without fear of violence. And
Yeah.
also, too, we want to encourage them to dream of a brighter future. Um, those are things that they're going to learn in the community, not necessarily school. Although school teachers try, it's hard to reach, out and touch some kids when you've got 30 kids in the class, 35 kids in the class.
Yeah.
So we want the community to take our youth more seriously in terms of a community-based thing, a village approach.
Yeah.
Again, where we try to reach out to kids anyway. We can't get them all, but if we get one or two, then the next generation gets one or two. It's paying it forward from that point on, and we want to start the process.
Yeah. So this concert is an investment in our future.
Yes, it is, and
Yeah.
and,
That's
and
good.
that's why we say connections. And they must remember, the deal. Train a child in the way they would go, and they was always return. So when we came up, music was an outlet. Because if I spent all my time with music, there was no time for doing too much else that was wrong.
That's good. I was actually gonna kind of go there, and I know BK gave some stats a little earlier, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the impact of what happens when our children have those artistic outlets, and those gifts are being honed. They're being developed. How important that is that they have that, and the positive impact it can have on their life. If you want to speak to that a little bit for our listening audience.
Yeah, several studies actually show when kids are involved in music and music programs and whatnot, they do much better academically too. And I could say the same thing probably about sports or art or anything else.
Hmm.
Um, you know, Too much of the focus of education is about what's in books, um, and not the creative mind. That's what we want to also reach and develop because children who are involved in music do better academically, and they will take that confidence and apply it later on, maybe academically. Let's find out what you're good at. Let's encourage you to be good at playing a horn, good in sports, good at something else. And then you'll also develop a confidence to do that academically and
Yeah.
move on and move on and move on. So
It's interesting you said that because I know sometimes, like when you watch, let's just say, different movies where they're dealing with kids in the arts, is like they put the information in songs, and it's like either
yeah,
sing this information or rap
yeah,
this information,
positive. Yeah,
and it's like they pick it up. It's the number system and counting. In terms of your metronomes and your quarter notes and your 16s and your 32s. Counting them, kind of helps give you a concept of math, right? Your timing and your rhythm.
absolutely, absolutely.
It all connects. And I know sometimes people who are not as creative don't always make that connection, but I mean there are stats that speak to it.
There are
And
kids out there who say, I'm not good at anything.
yeah, and
Well, they haven't been encouraged to widen their view.
Yeah.
Go ahead and dream. What do you really want to do with your life? How can I help you?
Yeah.
I think that's the important question that's got to come from the community. How can I help you?
Yeah.
and Brother Moody.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm gonna yell this out. See, I got my Sook City hat.
Stay right there. Y'all keep talking. Stay right there. I got the wrong hat on. Stay right there.
You got one?
Hold on one second. Not that particular one, but we gonna represent tonight. We gonna
Because
represent.
there's only one. Leon's got
All
that. He don't share.
We have some. Definitely. He went to get his hat. So,
I
Matt.
got
Oh, all
Matt,
right. Matt got his. Unless you guys are in rooms next to each other.
Nah, he's in a totally different side of town.
Oh,
I just
Oh, I
figured I
like
put my
that.
Patterson hat on
I
tonight.
like that. I like
Y'all
that.
can rock the Silk City. I got my Patterson hat on tonight.
Yeah.
listen,
We
I
just
got Patterson shirt on, everything. Fully treated
Patterson made. I see you. I
right.
see you.
Hey, and I want to say this while we're on the air.
I'll give you two
That,
Well, you
Silk
guys talk.
Cities. Give me two Silk Cities for one Harlem.
okay, I want to say
Oh,
this. I want to give a shout out and a request. Victor Cruz, Tim Thomas, my nephew Keith Hamilton. We looking for y'all. This is a connection. All of the guys, even Rory Sparrow has come back to Patterson. You know, he runs the basketball camp. So we're not just for music, we're for sports, we're for all of that. But we're asking all you guys to come in here. This is a non-violence concert. The first lady I see shout at the concert, I'm gonna shout right with her.
Ah!
yeah.
What you like a 158 BPM or 160 BPM?
Hey, listen,
Oh, no.
you don't know. I get chills when I keep saying we have Anthony Brown and group therapy will be in Las Vegas 2 days before our concert in Patterson, and they're coming here
From Las Vegas.
from Las Vegas. Yes,
Yeah, man. Shout out to my guys, man. Shout out to Elliot and shout out to Daryl Woodson. Some of the musicians that's rocking on that tour, my brothers, man. Can't wait to see y'all. Can't wait to see y'all. We gonna have something special for y'all. Patterson, let's get ready. Let's show up. Let's show up. Let's sponsor some tickets for some people. Those, you got a little extra bread. Everybody ain't broke. Everybody ain't broke.
Yeah.
We ain't
and,
doing that.
and,
Everybody ain't broke.
and could I add this, brother?
Yes, sir.
I had to shout out to the city of Patterson.
Yes,
Was the
sir.
first one to come from, and I must shout out Sharon Easton.
Man, shout out to Lieutenant Easton. Shout out.
She came directly and said, "Let's do a nonviolent concert." Lord help me. That was the how you said that was the
The icing on the
Icing
cake.
on the
that
cake.
was the icing on the cake and the
Icing on the
straw
Yeah,
cake.
that stirred the whole thing. So I
yeah,
must give a Sharon, I love you. Andre,
yeah,
the city of Patterson, we love you.
yeah. Just do one thing I also want to tap into. Let's talk about the partnership piece. Um, if we could talk about that a little bit. For those looking to partner, sponsor, if you have that information, I know there were some packages that was shared to our graded audience. We might have some business owners tonight that are willing to come on and become a part of the sponsorship package if it's still available.
It's
If
all
Still available.
available. I could share this with you and
Okay,
Katie come in. All tickets are $45 in the stadium. All
yep,
right. We are offering when we put out our flyers, we give you $5 off the flyers. We have sponsorship package and we have group sale packages. And we just added today, we will have 20 picnic tables on the field around the track, and the tables will be going for the group people, and they will be going for $500 for 10 people if they're
yeah.
with umbrellas. It's gonna be August, y'all. I don't want y'all complaining. It's gonna be August with umbrellas,
Yeah,
and I thank God for a few of the pastors that have bought tables for their members.
yeah, that's
You know,
good.
that's a blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I want
good.
to give a shout out to Pastor Cash. He was the first one that came to me and grabbed up some tickets and was like, "Yo, whatever you need, Pastor Cash is always available." Not saying the other pastors aren't, but Pastor Cash hit me up as soon as I said, "Hey, tickets are available." He called me up and said, "Yo, how many can you send me?" So I want to
Yes,
give a big
that
shout out to Pastor
Shout
Cash for
out to
that.
Life Changing Word Church International
That's it.
LCWI.
Hey,
Life Changing
that's
Word
it.
Church
That's it.
International. Yeah, all of that, right?
Life Changing.
Man, shout out, man. And I mean, again, just business owners, pastors, leaders in the community, business professionals, educators. Let's get these groups together and really let's make this about our city. There are those who say, you got love for the city. Well, JE would say love is what love does.
Mhm.
That's it.
I
Love
like
is
that.
what love does, and here are several ways that you can support this event. Share this live, share the flyer, purchase a ticket. Purchase a ticket for someone. Do not attend this concert by yourself.
Amen.
Bring
That's right.
someone, bring your team, bring your neighborhood, bring your community. Listen, if nobody's gonna be there, God's gonna be there. And
Hey,
you wanna
That's
be
it.
wherever God is.
and
That's
one
it.
one promotion we have. All of the summer camp will be at this concert. Sharon has made sure that we will have 500 kids on the field dancing to the B.O.B. bounce, hopefully with Anthony. If not, they're gonna do the bounce. See, that's why I say this is my secret weapon. Matthew got this. I'm gonna say
Well,
it.
that's still negotiated, but go
That's
ahead.
still negotiating, but the kids are
Yeah.
gonna do the B.O.B. bounce, blessings and blessings. They're learning it as we speak.
All the blessings on blessings. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, listen, Anthony Brown has some hits, man. I
Crazy
got
stuff.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, look here.
VICTORY.
That's my jam.
I got the hey, I got the Visa. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, he really has a lot of great music that I think, again, as I said, is going to really bless the city. And when people make the connection between the song and the artist, they're going to be happy that they came. They're going to be happy that they made the hear this terminology that you made the investment.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yep,
boy.
yep,
And
yep, yep,
they can't
yep.
forget he won 10 Stellar Awards last year.
Yep.
10. He holds the record. So
Yep.
that's a
Anthony Brown. Yep. So it's again, we have someone special coming to the city. We have special people here within the city. I'm looking forward to some of these local artists.
mm-hmm,
uh
I was gonna mention that.
Anointed Friends is killing. They actually have a single that's dropping on July 5th.
mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
had a single that dropped a few months ago. Pray is definitely a great song. Mietta Stancil Farrar is, I mean,
Top notch.
just incomparable. Like, if you
Yeah.
don't know, she's incomparable. Just her musicality, her choir, and the precision of their voices and their musical presentations are phenomenal. I actually got to witness them just this past Sunday, and they blessed my soul. Like they did when they first launched. Patterson Music Project, y'all. These are our young people of our city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the young people in our city. Let's come out. Let's show love. Let's, support them. Michael Butler. You mentioned his dad,
Yes.
Reverend William Butler.
Yes.
Reverend
Yeah.
William Butler definitely was a staple in the music community in our city. I definitely remember him growing up, and definitely we call him Pro B. Pro B does share some of those same passions and zeal for perfecting voices and music. And so just excited. Marlo Cozart. I mean, can't wait to hear, her just, sing those notes. Like, she's an amazing, amazing artist. So you guys definitely have a great lineup. Definitely have a
Yeah,
great
we do.
lineup. Yep.
And something we'd also like to mention: visit our website, Silk City Connections. Let us know how we can help you come up and celebrate with us on August the 4th. We know that some people may be in the middle of a financial crisis or something like that, but reach out. If there's some way that we might be able to help you or your friends or your family or your acquaintance or somebody in the neighborhood, reach out and let's see if we might be able to put something together to help some people get there as well.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So we're ready to
Yeah.
close, and I just want to just take time again to thank you, brothers, for coming on. Those that will be watching the replay, please share this. Please tag some people so that they can hear what's going on April the 4th, and then we'll
August
even
4th.
August 4th. Sorry, thank you.
Okay.
August 4th. Thank you, BK. August 4th, and then we may even have some time to have some of the artists come on and share as well about that day. So we look forward. So look out for some more interviews from some of the artists. But can you leave us some last words? We'll start with Matt, and then we'll go to James, and then we'll close with BK. Just some last words for August 4th, meeting us at Hinchliffe Stadium.
Well, I would just like to say to everyone, number one, thank you for supporting us, and thank you for just giving us a chance. Because a lot of things, there's a lot of negativity out there. There's a lot of things going on, and just you'll be surprised at how this is coming together. Where a lot of times when you don't see your way through, God always makes a way to make things happen and just open doors. And He's just been opening doors every day as we see this, project going forth. And like you said, I just want to thank, not only Anthony Brown for accepting during his busy schedule, but also just Anointed Friends, Mieta, Marlo, and Music Project, all of them just for being on the show, because without them, it still wouldn't be a great show. So, we're not going to, yes, we love Anthony Brown for being there with us, but we're inclusive of the whole show. And we're just so happy for everyone to join us.
Yep.
And I could add that final thing. Love lifted me because God got me. And I really mean that from my heart, because it's all about bringing people together. Again, I told you there's a right side and there's a left side. We're in the middle. That's the connection. We're pulling everyone together. Please, this nonviolence was so blessing to this city that everybody was jumping on board. And we need everybody. Again, Victor Cruz, Tim Thomas, all of y'all famous, great athletes from this city need to be on board with this concert.
I'll just end noting how much help we have had so far, but we need more. SilkCityConnections.com is a great place for us to, expand our community, expand our dreams, our future shows, future ideas for ways that we can be involved in the community. Feel free to stop by the website and let's communicate there. That's a nice soapbox for us to have. Additionally, throughout the community of Patterson and whatnot, and we're looking forward to August the 4th. Blessings on blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So everybody have a great and wonderful night. I am
Thank you
on tonight with the
for having us, Moody.
Yes,
Appreciate you.
yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. It was definitely my pleasure, my honor. And so, to everyone watching again, please like and share this live. Go to silkcityconnections.com and purchase your ticket for August 4th. They are also on Eventbrite, so you can go into Eventbrite and type in Silk City Connections and it will come up. This is a family affair. This is a citywide call of unity anti-violence concert. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So let's get ready. Let's show up. And I look forward to seeing everyone on August 4th. God bless and have a great night.
Thank you.
Peace be
Thank
with
you.
you.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.